Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Dan. Um, I just created this channel about maybe 4 or 5 days ago, and I was a over-the-road driver. I drove for about over 10 years, roughly. I drove through 48 states for a couple of years, quite a bit, and I got tired of driving through US, so then I decided to check out Mexico, and I've been up in Canada, like Alberta, Canada area. So I seen the whole country, and I had a lot of fun out there, especially in Mexico. I lived in Taco City, Tijuana for about 3 years. I used to cross the border. I used to deliver from Otay Mesa going down to Long Beach. I used to do this run almost every day, like 5-6 days a week. So it was a really beautiful area over there. That's my favorite part of the country. Anyways, I made this channel because I want to help out some new people that want to get into this type of job. I've been doing it, like I said, over 10 years. I had the opportunity to work for a large company. I had the opportunity to work for a small company. Then I decided to become an owner-operator, which I own about 8 trucks. But once the e-law kicked in, that same month, I put all my equipment for sale. I still do have 2 trucks of my own at the time, and I currently have them out there with 2 drivers. And the business right now for owner operators is not that well, but it's still okay. It's a survival mode. A lot of owner operators know what I'm talking about, but again, I hate hauling cheap freight, and I try not to do it, but at the end of the day, you gotta pay that the truck payments, insurance payment, and all that stuff. Anyways, I'm making this video because I have a lot of new students that ask me what's a good company to work for after they graduate the school. Thing is, there's a lot of good companies out there to start with. Some of them are kind of tough to get into, and some of them are easy. That all depends on your background, such as your criminal background and such as your DMV record. Those are the 2 things that they check for, and obviously you got to do a drug test anywhere you work for. So there's a lot of guys that want to get into a company, but they get refused. And don't get upset about that, because there's always another company that will be willing to hire you. I can think of a few right now, especially if you have a criminal record or tickets or stuff like that. 2 of the companies on top of my head will be Western Express and also Carolina Cargo, which is out of South Carolina. They basically hire anybody. Their equipment is not so bad, but I highly recommend Western Express over them any day. And then you got other companies that do hire, but I cannot think of any of them right now. The main thing about getting a job, the most important one, you gotta have a good driving record than your criminal record. Believe it or not, there's a lot of owner operators that will hire you as long as your record is good as far as for the DMV. What you should be looking for to get into getting a job as your first year, the biggest thing you gotta look for, you have to find a good company that's going to find you a good trainer with experience. That is the most important thing, because that's what's going to get you the right experience, and that's what's going to make you a safe driver. And at the end of the day, it will pay off, because if you go on the road for a year and you go through the DOT inspection, weigh stations, and you pass all those inspections, now that's going to come out in your PSP that you have a clean record. And by the end of the year, you work out there for a year on the road. Now you're looking for a local job, let's say FedEx or UPS, and that's the first thing they look at your driving record, and they're going to go with the person who has the cleanest record. You could have a driver that's been driving for 5 years with a bad record, and you can have a driver that has 1 year experience and is completely clean record. They'll probably go out with that 1 year experienced person. This is just an example, but the main thing is that when you go on the road, you got to make sure you get a good trainer. You got to make sure that you go out there with somebody that has experience, somebody that knows what they're actually doing. That's the main thing you got to worry about your first year in driving. That's the first thing you got to look for after you get out of school. That's what you got to look for. And everything else will fall in place, because once you have a year experience, everything looks good, you have a good resume, then your doors are going to open all over the place. But the first year is the most toughest year, and it's actually one of the most exciting and the most beautiful year of your career, because it's going to be tough, it's going to be difficult. Sometimes, at times, it will be scary, because you're driving a large vehicle that's 80,000 pounds. So you got to make sure that you get a good trainer that's going to train you right. You got to get a trainer that's going to show you how to use an atlas, how to use a map rather than a GPS. You got to have a trainer that's going to show you how to balance a weight, how to secure a cargo, and all that stuff out there, and how to do the pre-trips right, and a lot of other things that takes time to learn with time. I've been driving over 10 years, and I learn every single day I get behind that wheel. There's never enough learning. You got to be humble, you got to be careful every time you go on the road. You got to be safe for you and other people on the road. So my recommendation to anybody that's going to look for a job after they graduate from a CDL school, look for a company that's going to give you a trainer that's going to go out on the road for you for a couple of weeks, that has at least like 2 years experience, at least 2 years, so that way that person is going to teach you things the right way. That's the first thing you got to look at it. When I went on the road, when I first started, I had a trainer that had experience for about 22 years, and I'm so thankful for that, because I was taught the right way how to do a lot of things. Obviously I couldn't learn with him for about 4 weeks, but he directed me to the right direction. He showed me what I was supposed to do, what I was not supposed to do. He showed me how to pre-plan. He taught me how to read an atlas without a GPS. And to this day, I don't use a GPS. I don't have a GPS in my truck. I just go by the maps, and that's the first advice I will give anybody. Look around and make sure that when you apply for a company, make sure that you ask that they give you a experienced driver, not somebody that's been out there for like 6 months and they're gonna train you, because honestly, to me, that's not safe at all. You gotta have at least 2 years experience in order to train someone else. But a lot of companies today, because they're short on drivers, they are in a hurry. They will put drivers that have only like 6 months to 8 months experience, and they have they have other people trained. Don't get me wrong, there's some people that do learn fast, and believe it or not, some trainers that have less experience, they're more passionate about teaching others. I do agree with that, but then again, I personally will choose somebody that has experience, somebody that knows what they're doing, so that way you're safe and they're safe and everybody else on the road is safe. As I go on with this channel, because like I said, I opened it about 4 days ago, I'm gonna add more videos. Tomorrow I have a student at my school who is struggling a lot with upshifting and downshifting. I work at a local school here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, but I also have a local job. I work on Fridays. I try to take some students out, the ones that are not doing that well. So he's gonna go out with me tomorrow, and I'm gonna do some more videos about coupling and uncoupling. Probably I will do a under the hood inspection as well on the engine compartment. And as I go on with this channel, I'm gonna add more and more videos about the trucking industry and give you guys some knowledge about it. But as far as this topic right here, this was about what you should do after you graduate a CDL trucking school. So that is the advice I can give anybody out there, and all my current students that I have right now at the school where I work at. I want to thank everybody at all my students that have been very professional, very respectful so far. I've been very lucky. I've been having a lot of great students right now at the school. They are all working very hard to get where they want to be, and most of them are passing on their first try, which I'm really happy about. And we'll talk more. I'll put more videos out here, and we'll go from there. And I wish everybody have a good day. Thank you.